I'll just do like whatever hum frequency that they need. Sometimes I can see the person change right away. Like I can see their posture change, or I can hear their thoughts becoming different. It just depends. It can be a lot for me, I would say. You just kind of get used to like, this is the way that your reality is. It happens to me with animals too, so that could be a lot. For me, it's pretty okay just to be in the field of someone else. I will say people that have really strong personalities and are really pushy, I sometimes will do anything possible to get away from those people. That's the energy that I have the hardest time with. Things like sadness, anger, I usually feel like I can harmonize that. I know how to not take it into my body. The kind of people that I really have a hard time with are people that are aggressive with their energy, people that try to latch on to me because they like how I am or something, and then they also touch me. I have a really strong feelings about people touching me without asking. My body takes on people's energy anyway, just no matter what. So, but then if they touch me, oh my gosh, it is a lot. I did not sign up for that. I like get downloaded with people's beliefs and stuff when they touch me, at least for the time they're touching me, but it stays in me after that until I clear. So I have to do lots to clear my energy. Definitely do salt baths, and I use sage and stuff all the time, which it helps. It clears me out, so I'm good. So I do know ways to get people's energy out of my body. Some strangers are very affectionate, and others, people of other cultures too, can be very affectionate sometimes. And if the person's energy is okay, I don't mind. But when there are people that are very competitive, very harsh, very pushy, I tend to not want people who have very strong opinions to touch me. People who are very political and they're very set in their ways, because that vibration is exactly opposite of like what I work to maintain within my field. A sense of connectedness with others and equality amongst people and things like that. When those people touch me, it can be really bad. I can get really sick. Usually I will carry something for cleansing with me when I go out. These are my two favorite crystals. These are like the equivalent of my stuffed animals. These are the ones that I keep with me all the time. Sometimes I'll carry other crystals for protection or stuff, but usually I just physically cleanse my body whenever I get home. I definitely don't engage with things that are intentionally designed to activate strong emotion. Why would I do this? Already getting like huge hits of emotion from everybody all the time. I don't want to watch that movie trailer that's meant to make you feel afraid or whatever, because I'm already experiencing all emotional input at about 10 to 100 times more than a regular person. So I don't engage with things that are like designed to make you feel something really strong, because then that's just way too much. So I have a high sensitivity to that, but I also have a really high sensitivity to everything else as well. I get like rashes all the time from just the most basic things, even organic food, organic herbs. I can have huge reactions to them. I feel like I have much higher reactions to everything that I put into my body. That can actually work really well, or it can be pretty bad. So it just depends on what I'm putting into my body. Let's say I take an herb that's meant to make you feel relaxed, okay? So I'm pretty small, I'm like 100 pounds, so I usually take less than what everything says anyway, but let's just say it says 3 capsules. Like I'll take 1 capsule of lemon balm or something. I take that sometimes to help me sleep, like one capsule, and I'll just be out. I just can't even move. I can't even sit up. The other day, I was feeling like really stressed, so I took ashwagandha in the morning, and it was a new brand that I just got, and so I looked at the bottle and it said 2 capsules, and I was like, you know what, I feel like really stressed today, so I'm gonna take these 2 capsules of ashwagandha, which I highly recommend, by the way, for any empath or highly sensitive person that you try it. But I took it and I was subdued. Like I felt the same way that you do before you go into surgery. If anybody's ever had surgery or like wisdom teeth, when they like put the IV in you, they have you count backwards and you're out. That was me. Like I was like, ooh, like zen, like, ooh, wow, like wow, this is a lot. Like I felt sedated completely. So what the impact should have been, what it's supposed to be, is just taking the edge off your stress. You're still perfectly able to function. Like there's no warning of like don't drive or something. But if I were to have driven on that ashwagandha, I couldn't have. I would have fallen asleep. That kind of stuff happens. I literally am allergic to basically everything. I mean, I shouldn't say that, but like if I use a regular shampoo, scented shampoo, like a Pantene Pro V or something like that, I'll take it out, you know, the bottle and put it on my hand, and like my hand will have a reaction and get like really red, and just breathing in the scent will give me like a migraine, and then my lymph nodes will start to swell and stuff from the chemicals. So I'm really able to tell what's real and what's fake. A lot of companies will say that their stuff is natural or put like a green leaf on it, but it's like filled with chemicals, and I'll always know because my body tells me, like it shows me what is natural and what isn't. So that can be kind of hard. It definitely makes me like take care of my body a lot more than I otherwise would have, because I don't really have a choice. If I want to feel good, I have to be like really careful. I think that it's just kind of like being in the world with all your sensitivities just turned like way up. I cannot even fathom whatsoever what it would be like to be a regular person. That would be so weird. For me personally, I've never ever felt like, oh, I need to like drink or I need to do drugs. Like I've just never felt that. If I want to just have all my problems like go away or whatever, then I'll just take like one capsule of like ashwagandha or valerian or something like that that's meant to be like very mild, but it just is like so intense. I cannot imagine what would happen if I took some sort of drug or something like that. Like I can fall into like exalted states of consciousness pretty easily just by listening to a tone, like a single tone or frequency, or sometimes just for no reason, just seeing, you know, like a water droplet sparkle on a leaf or something. So I cannot imagine what would happen if I did things that normal people do to try to feel more. I'm assuming that's what people are doing, like when they're drinking or taking drugs, like they want to like feel really different or feel really high. Like I cannot imagine what would happen to me. I cannot imagine what that would be like. I mean, I do a lot of things to try to help with my sensitivity. You know, I really limit my exposure to people. I really do. That's probably a controversial choice. The main thing that I do that helps people is I help to attune them to a higher frequency. And so my number one priority all the time is staying clear for my clients and keeping my frequency very high. And in order to do that, I just really stay away from people that are really angry or really negative, regardless of who they are in my life, whether they're, you know, a friend or family member or whatever. I just don't interact with people that are just out of alignment. If it's their choice, obviously I understand that. We all go through tough times, and when people are really authentic in their emotion, it doesn't really bother me. You know, then in that case, I really feel for them. Like I can tell if people are genuine, like homeless people and stuff like that, if they're genuine, if they're really hurting, they really need help, versus if they just have a sign and actually, you know, they sleep every night on their friend's couch and they're actually doing pretty good, just collecting money or whatever. Like I can feel stuff like that. And when people are genuinely hard and out, like homeless people and stuff, I do give them money and I really feel for them. But when people are choosing to be angry, I mean, we all know those people in the workplace or family that they're choosing to be angry. I just I just stay away from those people. I just don't go around them, which I think makes me like very strange as a whole in this world, because people just realize, oh, I can't direct this kind of energy at that person. And I think that sometimes makes people mad, but whatever. I just take precautions as much as I can. I just try as much as I can to do things that make me feel good and to help when I can. Even though I know what's going on, it can be really hard to believe sometimes like what actually happened. If I go out into the world and I'm feeling so good when I go out and I come back, you know, a couple hours later and I'm coughing up mucus and stuff like that. Like I don't mean to be graphic, but that's what happens. Like I'll start coughing up things, or my nose will all of a sudden be running like when I get home, and I'll have rashes all over my arms sometimes and stuff like that, or just pain, just so much pain, so much headache, so much like digestive pain. It can be hard to believe. I'll be like, wow, what did I catch a cold or something while I was out? But no, it's just the energies running through my body. So yeah, that's what it's like. That's what it's like to be a highly sensitive person. If you're not one and you have friends who are, they might seem kind of weird to you, but they're here for a reason, you know. If you are a highly sensitive person, we're here on this planet to help the planet heal. So yeah, even though it's like a little crazy to take on other people's stuff. It's for definitely for the greater good. I want this video to be very short. I always want my videos to be short, but it's gotten kind of long, so thank you for watching. This is what it's like to be a highly sensitive person, at least in my experience. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you liked this video, you can come back any Tuesday or Friday for new videos on the Maya's Dream channel. So thank you again, and namaste. Bye.